6 fewer shopping days is rough on retailers and maybe even worse for charities. Good evening, I'm Brian Johnson. We're also going to tell you how you can save as much as possible while you're shopping online on Cyber Monday.
I'm meteorologist Laura Hartman. A warmer weekend ahead, but does it come with poor travel conditions?
And I'm Jamie Curtis. Coming up in sports, the Red Wings have caught fire lately and look to keep that flame red hot in New York. News 10 at 11 starts now.
From the Breaking News and Weather Authority, this is News 10 at 11.
There aren't just 6 fewer days for shopping this holiday season. The late Thanksgiving also means fewer days for giving. And while it might not seem like much, News 10's Josh Sidorowitz shows us how it could make a big difference for local charities like the Salvation Army.
Donning his...
Yes, sir. You have a Merry Christmas.
And the donations for the $230,000 goal that's used to provide food, shelter, and clothing to the needy in mid-Michigan, not just during the holidays, Brian, but it's all year long.
So the calendar isn't in their favor. And what about change? You know, a lot of folks don't carry as much change as they used to.
Right, more people are using debit cards, and it might not even be something that you maybe think about, but most aren't likely to have spare change anymore to throw into the kettle. Salvation Army, though, says there are still plenty of other options. You can either go online and donate that way, or you can send a check in the mail.
You could always take out cash from the store.
You could do that too, yeah.
That way. And what about other charities? Are others under some pressure this holiday season?
There's a few others. Following the cuts in SNAP benefits that happened in October, the need for food is also greater this year. The Greater Lansing Food Bank, just one of several organizations also looking for a little extra help this holiday season.
All right, so if you can pitch in, do so.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Josh.
Yep.
Investigators are trying to figure out what started a fire in this house on the 1300 block of Jolly Road tonight. It was contained to one bedroom inside and caused a little damage outside. 2 people were treated for minor injuries. Jolly was closed near Martin Luther King until the fire was out. Take a look at this guy. He's wanted for bank robbery and may be carrying some stained money. Calhoun County Sheriff's deputies tell us he robbed the Monarch Community Bank in Marshall Township this afternoon. The bank is near the Kmart in the Family Fair Plaza, which was busy with shoppers, and police are hoping one of them saw something. He got away with cash, but a dye pack exploded in the bag shortly after he left. Anyone who finds the stained cash or sees someone trying to spend it should call the police. Let's get a first look at the forecast as we head on into our Saturday morning. How are things looking like?
Hey, Brian, I hope everyone enjoyed all the parades going on, especially the one in Mason. It was a perfect night for that. And we'll talk about the rest of our weekend. It does include a chance of snow. We'll find out when coming up.
The Potter Park Zoo's 21st annual Wonderland of Lights opened tonight. It features special animal exhibits, musical performances, and activities for the kids. You can check it out between 5 and 8 p.m. every Thursday through Sunday until December 29th. Mason lit its Christmas tree during the Winterfest celebration tonight. The event was held in the Ingham County Fairgrounds to help raise money to keep the fair open each summer. It was capped off with a parade and then fireworks. Well, any worries about Thanksgiving shopping killing Black Friday proved to be unfounded this morning. This was the scene at the Meijer on Grand River in Meridian Township. People were lined up at 2 a.m. for doorbuster deals that didn't even start until 6. An estimated 140 million Americans will do at least some shopping during the 4-day holiday weekend. Sadly, not all of them will act like grown-ups. An argument between 2 women at a mall in Philadelphia turned into a fist fight and then got even worse. Watch for it here. The crackle of a taser was heard after the woman hit the ground. A few bystanders broke it up. At that point, both women were kicked out of the mall. Police had to use pepper spray to get everyone under control at this Walmart in Texas. Look at the scene here. The crowd rushed a display of headphones and tablets as soon as they went on sale at 8 p.m. last night. One young boy was knocked down but wasn't seriously hurt. Walmart's corporate office called it an isolated incident. Although it might not have been as isolated, but it was not unique. Employees at this Walmart in Georgia were run over when they brought a pallet full of tablets onto the floor. Customers were told to wait. You can see how well that worked. No word if anyone was seriously hurt. Some wild stuff. Well, every weekend between now and Christmas is a huge deal for local mom and pop stores. Tomorrow is probably the biggest day of them all. They're hoping for at least a repeat of last year's Small Business Saturday, when stores around the country did a combined $5 million in sales. One of their big marketing points is a chance to save money without having to deal with the insanity of Black Fridays you saw from those big box stores and without having to sacrifice quality.
It's about having better merchandise than our competitors. It's about having more selection than most of our competitors. And more than anything, it's about the service that we give.
Small Business Saturday has gotten bigger each year. Retailers think it's because shoppers have decided there is real value to keeping their money in their community. Maybe this weekend's crowds are too much, but maybe the deals aren't good enough. There's lots of reasons. Either way, Cyber Monday is expected to see another record. News 10's Shannon Kantner tells us how shoppers can stretch their money as far as possible online.
Cyber Monday has its roots in the old Shannon Kantner, News 10.
And just because everything needs its own very day, Cyber Monday is followed by Giving Tuesday. The National Philanthropic Trust is one of the organizations. Its biggest need right now is disaster relief. You can check out givingtuesday.org to see what projects it's working on right now and consider donating to that. Well, Laura's back with the final MSU tailgating forecast of the season. That's in 8 minutes. But first, how doctors are saving the vision of diabetics who are in danger of going blind. It's coming up next on News 10.
You're watching News 10 at 11, the breaking news and weather authority.
Along with all the other health problems it creates, diabetes is the leading cause of blindness. A routine eye exam can usually catch it. Tonight, Brittany Glassner shows us a new laser treatment that's helping save patients' vision.
That looks good.
Rogelio Gonzalez.
Family to support.
That was Brittany Glassner reporting. A new study out this week found children born to diabetic mothers are 4 times more likely to die during their first year of life. The chances of child being stillborn also jump when the mother has diabetes. Doctors recommend diabetic women start taking folic acid supplements at least 3 months before getting pregnant. A low-fat diet and fish oil supplement may help improve the health of men with prostate cancer. A study found men who stuck with it had fewer inflammatory properties in their blood and a lower chance of their cancer recurring. Researchers say it's not clear if either the diet or the supplements would work by themselves. Well, it's been an interesting 24 hours for Walmart. We already showed you some of the mayhem inside the stores. We'll show you what's happening outside later on News 10, but first, your weekend forecast is next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast from the Weather Authority. Here's meteorologist Laura Hartman.
Apart from shopping for local Saturday, Small Business Saturday, a lot of folks will be setting up those Christmas trees or going out to go find one.
Yeah, and you're not going to be adding that much snow, unfortunately. So even though there's a lot of green out there, yes, it is that time of year. It felt like it today, but tomorrow, going to be slightly warmer, thank goodness. Let's take a look at temperature highs from today right around. So we'll keep an eye on that system for you, but several days out still. If you are excited to go back to school or maybe looking for a snow day anytime soon, I know a lot of kids are not excited to go back to school. Well, it's going to be a while before you get one of those.
All right, well, keep your fingers crossed. Maybe we'll get some more lake effect.
That would be nice, yeah.
All right, thanks, Laura. And of course, we've got our Toys for Tots drive going on, so if you're out and about, maybe help us out. You can bring new and unwrapped toys over to our station. There's the address, 500 American Road. We're right across the street from Sam's Club, now through December 9th. Well, protesters were held outside several Walmarts around the country over the company's pay scale today. Unions, including the AFL-CIO and the United Food and Commercial Workers, organized the rallies. They want Walmart to pay employees at least $25,000 a year and add more full-time positions.
It's important that we be able to afford things for our families, because it's not only me, it's workers around the nations that's experiencing the same thing that I am.
There were a handful of arrests at protests around the country, including one man who was dressed as Santa Claus. Walmart CEO Bill Simon defended his company and the company's working conditions, saying its salaries are in the top half of all retailers and give entry-level employees opportunities to grow into management jobs. He also said he's happy with the start of the shopping season, especially with the number of customers in the last 24 hours.
Last year we reported that we had over 22 million customers in over the Black Friday evening, Thursday evening, and we had substantially more than that last night. So we're very pleased with the turnout.
Simon defended Walmart's decision to stay open on Thanksgiving. He says the numbers show customers clearly wanted to shop last night. Employees who worked yesterday were given holiday pay and extra in-store discounts. Well, coming up, the Ithaca Yellow Jackets were searching for their 4th straight state title. Jamie Curris is up next with the highlights.
Quarter pocket gets it to go. Michigan wins easily at home. 87-45 is the final.
Tomorrow's football, NCAA.
NCAA, Michigan State and Michigan both at noon tomorrow.
Both at noon. All right, we'll take a quick break. Coming up, a final check of the forecast and something very special. If you think these sheep look funny, wait till you hear them sing. That's coming up.
Here's a last look at your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow's going to be a quiet day, mix of sun and clouds, 38, and Sunday 39, just a small chance for a shower early in the morning. Monday, Tuesday quiet, but the rest of the week we're looking at precipitation, rain, and snow all through Wednesday through Friday.
That's all the time we have for tonight. We want to leave you with something a little special to get you in the Christmas spirit. The Barmy Lake sheep of Cumbria, England. Enjoy.